All right, I want to show y'all some wood I got. A friend of mine gave me for making fires on the weekends. It ain't much, but hey, I got it all up on top of my truck. But check out that stick there. The guy asked me if I wanted some lighter pine. That piece there, and I've done broke it open. It's solid. The fat wood on the inside, lighter pine, whatever. People are calling it, they call it different here in Louisiana for some reason. But I got two and a half, 3 foot long right there, two pieces. I got this piece here, which I thought one was 5 foot, one was 6 foot, but shoot, the other one's like 6, 7 foot, and this one's like 8 foot tall. You know, it's not big around, but yeah, it's been sitting in his yard for a while. But I'm gonna do some chopping on it probably this weekend. I'm gonna start off with these small pieces. It's been burnt, and here's that one small one. Here's a small piece, and I've done broke it off, and yeah, you can smell it in there. So here's another small piece, which you wouldn't think it would be in this, being as crusty as it looks. But can't see good in there, but it's in there and it's strong. So I'm gonna keep a small piece with me today because I'm fixing to go fishing. A friend of mine, Patrick, the one that I'm fixing to give my big reel to. Y'all see that black fishing reel right there? That's my personal catfish reel. That one there's broke. It's warped. It's my only bait runner I got. I bought one a few years back, and a different brand. It was on sale for like 30 bucks, and the thing broke. The first time I used it, it broke off right there where it snaps to the rod. So it took, God, I don't know, 2 years. Finally got a hold of somebody that was reasonable to talk, and they told me if I shipped it to them, they would replace it for free. So I shipped it to him, which he'd already seen it. I done sent pictures. I had to pay like $7 to ship it. Or, no, $13 to ship it. I sent it out there, and then about a friggin' month and a half later, Akuma, or Opa, or whatever it's called, the guy called me back, says, well, we don't have that brand, but we got this other one, but I might charge you more. He said it's like it cost $30 more than what yours did. That was like I guess $79 reel, and mine originally was like $59 or $49. It was on sale for $29. He said, I'm like, man, I said, I ain't got $30. He says, well, I'll tell you what, if you pay for shipping and $7, so I ended up having to send him another $20 anyway. So it cost me $33 to get that one and to give him my old one. And that one there, the spool's warped. When I reel it, it's warped. So it really ticked me off. So I like that company until then. I don't know if I'll ever get another one from that brand. But, I mean, it's working. I've been using it a couple of years. But, it just, yeah, I'm afraid it's going to break or, you know, warp even more. But, it scrapes a little bit when you reel, but, hey, it works. It's my only bait runner, so, well, I'll take that back. I got an old bait runner that, you reel it, it reels good, but it doesn't stop going backwards. If something bites, it just goes, the handle goes backwards. There ain't no way to stop it. And every once in a while, the spool goes into bait runner mode and just goes out. You can't get it to start reeling, so I put it up. I got it really cheap at a yard sale. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all this fat wood I got. If you can consider this fat wood, I'm going to cut it down. I'm sure Bob will probably get with me. We'll get some knives and hatchets, and I'll cut into it, and if it is, then I'll leave it the way it is. He likes to take a wire brush and clean them up, but I'll just leave it alone, and I'll just cut it off as I need it. And Yeah, now the big ones, I might leave the roundness of them, but I might cut them shorter. Cut them in like 1 foot lengths. That way, if I ever need some, I can cut it in half. Cut it into fours and have 4 pieces, or at least cut it in half and then cut one in half and leave the other one in half. But y'all know what I mean. But anyway, let me get this unloaded. I have another video later. I got a mail call. I got a sticker in the mail. I've had it for about a week or so, but I've had a bad week. I've been sick. My truck's been broke down. I had to call the cops on somebody the other day. Get this. I've helped a man twice, which I don't know. I want to quit helping people, but it's kind of hard to quit helping when that's what you like to do. But this guy, he's a little slow. He's the one that gave me the wheelchair. When I, told you about giving the guy the ring, give me the wheelchair. Well, he likes to call cops on people. Everybody he meets, he either tries to fight them or pulls a knife on them, and I kind of see why. I've done hauled stuff for him twice. I got him a bunch of free stuff. I got him, stuff that he wanted. And he bought a couch from me, but I hadn't took it to his house yet. And Monday this Monday, I took him to get a camper trailer. He wanted to, pay $125 to get it towed and not pay the guy for the trailer the first $100. I'm like, you can't do that. You got to pay him at least the first payment. You can't skip off on the first payment and plus think you're going to get it too. Hold the $100 and then next month, pay the money and, pay the, wrecker. But, or the guy that was going to tow it wasn't a wrecker. But anyway, I'm like, you can get a U-Haul cheaper, which I'm glad we didn't rent one, but I got a friend to do it for $40. And it was to drive, 37 miles there and 37 miles back. But we get out there and 20 foot of the roof is laying inside this camper. There's no way we could have pulled it. If we hitting the bumps out there on the dirt road, it would have just demolished the sides and the rest of the roof. So, on the way back, the guy that I got to tow him says, man, I just seen a free one the other day, paperwork and all. You live in it? It was good. The guy just wanted to get rid of it. He said, I wish I'd have known. I'd have got it for you. He says, but if I see any more, I'll let you know. And the guy's like, cool. And I'm like, if I see any more, I said, I see free ones all the time. You don't want paperwork? I said, we'll find you one. So we talked on the way back. It's like an hour, 45 minutes to get back. We chatted. I dropped him off, and he had some guy they call Gunny at his house. And the guy writes me and shows me some tin. The tin that I moved for him to make a shed, this guy demolished. He ended up folding it up like a friggin' wallet. They're talking about this is what happens with a one-man wrecking force named Gunny, and it's all he talks about is, guns and him being a sniper for 30 years, and which I don't know. He seems a little off, but hey, maybe he's telling the truth. I don't judge people. I just let them talk. And if, as long as it don't hurt me, I let them talk. But, he sends me another message about he's going to go out there with Mr. Bill and get that camper and fix it up and all that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to pray for you. I said, but, if you do that, make sure you take 4 to 6 braces. I said, because you're going to have to. I said, them walls are falling in. Now, I've seen it and he hasn't, so I tried to, be helpful. No bad words or nothing. Then I get a message, you need to bring that couch for $40 over here. And Raymond and his mom says, you're not allowed in their yard no more or anything. Stay away. And that trailer you brought over to the house, you're not getting it back. And so I put what, because I don't know what this guy Gunny's talking about, So I figured I'm going to go over there and find out. I'm going to talk to Raymond face to face. Why am I going to let somebody else text me that don't even live there? I went over there and this guy started throwing a fit, which I made a recording of it. We both was saying some choice words and he was cussing me out. Then he went after my daughter. You don't do that. So I wanted to hit him so bad, but I can't afford to go to jail. I did it 5 years ago, got in a fight and went to jail. But anyway, he slammed my door on my leg and tried to hit me, but he missed. And he done pulled his shirt off. And like I say, the guy's not all there. He's 39 years old, lives with his mama. His mama has to take his check because he doesn't know the meaning of money. But anyway, my daughter's done called the cops because, he went after her and he went after me. He tried to throw a brick through the window of my truck. He hit my truck. He went friggin' berserk. The neighbor even called the cops. Well, 30 minutes later, the cops do show up. I went and drove to the neighbors. And they went and told the cops that I tried to run him over. That's why he hit my truck, and tried to, I guess, run his mom over, which I had video, so it showed there nothing. But yeah, the cops really wouldn't do nothing. They said they're going to, turn the paperwork in. It's up to the DA if they want to press charges. He goes, do you? I'm like, look, I just want him to leave me alone. I said, I've wasted probably $100 on this guy. Done so much for him. I'm like, so I came home. I was in a bad mood. But this is where it changed. Anything bad can turn good, well, I get home, and man, almost 11 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope y'all are sticking around for the end of this. But anyway, I got home and was watching videos, and it was a giveaway for catch and carp. I love that man's videos. I've learned so much about catfishing. But I'm watching it, and he says, I'm sorry I'm late. He's at his law office. He's a lawyer. He says, but I got a little short video that I haven't posted. I want y'all to watch, and I'll tell the winner. So he goes ahead and shows a video, which he caught a little flathead in a pond, and then, Tommy was there, and about an hour and a half later, that's all they caught was some pecks, so they decided to leave. Well, he decided to do the giveaway, and I ended up winning. I won I can't think of the name of it now, but a rod and a reel, which I thought was so cool. And that brings me to that reel there, that black one behind the red one. I told Patrick, the one I'm going to fish with, that if I ever win one of his rod and reels, I'm going to give him that reel. It's the one I use all the time. I don't use the other big ones. The ones on a 15-foot rod, I only use it if I'm, at somewhere where I need a 15-foot rod. My 10-foot rod with the bait caster, or with the runner, I use it, when the gar we're running, where I need something for running. Catfish you really don't want to run, not that often. But, so I'm going to go out there today to see him after I get this wood unloaded, and I'm going to surprise him with it. I'm not going to get the other rod and reel till next week. So I'll use my 10-foot rod, or I'll use my 15-foot if I have to, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him that reel today and surprise him. That way he's got him a good catfish reel. He uses the push-button ones. I gave him a nice reel, which really upset me because he didn't have nothing. He had a broken rod and reel and a little kid's rod and reel. And I gave him a nice catfish rod and reel, and the thing stripped. He hung into a fish, and it ain't really that old. I mean, it looks bad, but I've caught so many fish on that, and I've never had a problem. But he hung into a fish, and it just stripped it. That was right after I caught that 100-pound gar, so I don't know if he hung into that or hung into a stick, but I told him I'd get him another one. I felt bad. He told me no, but I told him I'm going to do it anyway, because I just feel right doing that. I feel bad that something I gave him broke. And if he gets this reel and he breaks it in a week, I'll find him another one, But I'm hoping to find a good sell one day on a bait runner, a bigger bait runner that I can, $20-30, and I'm going to get one for me and get one for him. But anyway, this is 13 minutes. Lord, I don't know if I'm going to post this or do it over again. But anyway, if y'all see this, thank you. Y'all have a good Thursday. Hope everybody's smiling. And, I had a bad day Monday, but it turned out good. Then I had somebody say some nice things that I sent some pennies to. The Abel family, great people out there in Pennsylvania. They're fixing to go on the road, doing a little traveling. But they're fixing up their house, downsizing, and they're selling it. But, yeah, I had a good Monday night. Of course, I was sick, all day Tuesday and Wednesday, but I got up enough time to go to church last night. But, all right. Well, y'all have a good one. I'm going to end it here. God bless everybody. Much love.